Hey folks, this is Noble Rambler, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Banished. We're using the Colonial Charter mod version 1.6, the Forge Awakens, and I decided to start on the menu screen of Banished, just as kind of a reminder that we are using the beta version 1.0.5, and this is build 15.12.14. So a little reminder of what we're playing in, what environment. Anyway, this is our town of Ramblington. This is a little part of the main city portion of Ramblington, the part that we're going to eventually get back to building. We've got our original small town over here. We want to build the megapolis over here. But something I saw as I was getting ready to record this that I thought was just kind of hilarious. The doctor, we check on where people are living. We built this nice little conservatory over here that will house a small family, and the doctor's living in the house over here. Kind of surprised he's not in the row house. Eventually he'll be in probably one of the higher quality ones, but he's renting out his conservatory to some miners. So he's not going to live in there, but he'll rent it to the miners. So over here, this hospital lives, this doctor lives over here, and he's renting his little shack out to the miners as well. So there you go. What to do today? Well, one of the things we're going to do is we're going to take another good look at the pathing tool. We're going to put some houses in. I can see we're a little behind on how far people have to walk to get to work, and these guys are pathing quite a ways out. And time I added it all up as to how many are traveling long distance, including some of the places even out in here. Look at this mine here. He's all over the place trying to fill all this. And even over here, this mine is heading all the way out this way to try to find housing. So yeah, we need to add some houses. And first of all, though, I was watching Night Ghost's latest episode today, and he made a comment about something that I had forgotten all about. Remember when I built these guys here, or namely these two right here? Let's see here. I went back afterward to remind myself of what the descriptions were, and it doesn't let you read them anymore, which is a shame. I wish that it could darken the icon but still give you the description. So I didn't get a chance to go back and reread and remind myself that one of these two, I'm thinking it was the courthouse, provides a way of taxing the citizens. So I'm curious if we have actually built up any fennigs. Well, there's a gold gilder. We have 16 of those. And silver Fennig, 546 of them. Hey, we're making some money. Right, don't know what I'm going to do with it. I haven't got that far ahead of my thought process yet, but we're collecting taxes. I'm pretty sure that's from the courthouse. I don't think that's the governor's office, but I don't recall precisely what the governor's office does. So, again, I don't have the ability to reread. I'll have to... Wait a minute, do I... No, that's not over... That's not here. That's only product. Okay, there's nothing here I can use. Anyway, I'm going to get the game going. Anything we left specifically undone? No, all these guys are done. I do have some things to talk about, so I'm going to turn this down before it gets too crazy. Today I released another one of my orchard tip videos, kind of a part 2. The first one left some things unanswered, and so it kind of bothered me. I wanted to go back and do a little more in depth than I had done the first time. So I took a current map of our town, ripped all of these out and made them orchards, so that we could see not an orchard that is completely surrounded by 6 or 8 layers of road, which I did as a placeholder to simulate having orchards stacked around all the sides so that it's completely surrounded and there's no space around it. So this made for a much better way to have orchards that were completely surrounded more realistically and show what works and what doesn't. So, and also did some things with these. In fact, as I was going back through the map right now, I found it was kind of difficult to figure out where things were because I changed so much for that test video. I had to remind myself which one were crops and which ones were orchards and what have you. Got a noise a while back. Well, it was a tool warning. Okay. Yeah, before we go too long, I want to tear all these apart and figure out what's going on here. But what else is going on? We ended last episode with the plantation, the herb plantation being torn out and a crop field going in its place. And mostly because I was surprised I was getting so little out of that plantation. Of course, when we got there, we found that they were just harvesting the outside and not the middle, which was really strange. I don't have any way to explain that. Even from all the experimenting with the orchards and pastures doesn't explain that. So I swapped it over to a crop field, but what I'd messed up on is I forgot to see what the original size was. I had a guess, but I decided if we're going to tear it apart, let's go ahead and make it bigger and get some real use out of it. Those herbs sell for the same price as firewood, so they're a great tool to use as a trading tool. But I did want to see what would happen if we swapped out, identical size plantation and crop field, growing the same thing, same conditions, same circumstances. So I think this episode, if I remember, when we get into winter, I'm going to tear maybe this one out and make it a crop field, and we'll let hemp in a plantation and hemp in a crop field run side by side for a couple of years and just see if there is a difference. Does the plantation take it out of the food count but also stifle the amount of product that it could make? That's what I want to know. So Ramblington is also a test bed for some experimenting with Colonial Charter 1.6. I want to know all the things. Let's see, going through my list here. Soup Tinnery here is making root soup right now, which doesn't sound all that exciting unless you consider that potato is kind of like a root, and sweet potatoes are kind of like roots, so I guess I can work with that. But we have the ability to take all of our grains and turn them into soup, like barley soup, or that sort of a thing. So I'm thinking we want to take at least one, maybe two of our crop fields that we have right now and turn them into wheat or barley. What do we have available? I guess the fastest way is just to pop into this one. This is carrots. We need these to remain. Well, these two are carrots and these two are carrots, and that is because we're tinning carrots. Nomads. So I don't want to disturb those two. But wheat, I don't remember ever buying barley. Seems like I had two things that could turn into flour, and I was just stopping there because we weren't going to finish. I wasn't sure if corn could turn into flour. We know wheat can. So oats, there we go. Oats and wheat. So if we were to pop in a wheat field here, and we'll leave potato corn over there, we'll do wheat and wheat over here. And as we start to build up some quantity, wheat, where are you at? There. Then we'll swap the soupery over to wheat soup. Do something a little different like that. Nomads. Do we want to know how many? We don't. We don't. We got to give our citizens a chance at getting some houses. No more. Oh, there's a lot of them. What do they throw at us? 81. Nah. Sorry. You guys head on over to Clinchville, okay? I hear he always takes you. Alright. Let's try not to lose this one again. Let's do that. So, that's for that one. Do we have carrots yet? Is that last year's crop or is that the coming year's crop? Inventory carrots, 800. Let's go one more year, and then we will swap our vegetable tinnery right there, which is why he's sitting up here, from sugar beets to carrots. I think. Have we already wiped out? It's gone again. Yep, it's gone. Inventory. Sugar beets. Have we? I don't know how fast we're using them with the tinnery. So have we already wiped out our ability to make sugar? Sugar. No. We're doing fine. We were at 1,000 last time, so we've had, you know, at least 2 fields pop, if not, I think there's 4 growing now. Sugar beets? Yeah, there were 4 then too. So, which means we're roughly 4,000 a year that we're making. So we are using this up quickly. Where are we? Late spring. Well, we'll get closer to harvest time, then we'll see what happens. That one. There. So that's that. This then sits over here. Continuing on the list, tin production. I'm off again. What was the reason? It was the nomads. Okay, I can turn this back on. But we did have a trader. Let's peek at him real quick. Horses, ducks, and sheep. That one's easy. Okay. So, tin production. That's right. We are building this one. In fact, let's do that right now instead. What are we building? I threw 2 more little houses in over in the very south end of the farming area. They were just, there was the need for, I think, 3 jobs over there. We're walking too far away. So that would kind of finish that area. So that one's fine. The large smithy needs to be prioritized, or it has been prioritized, so it needs to get done. I see we're not doing much right now, but that's one of the more important ones. We are losing. We were, I want to say we were in the 200 range. I remember seeing 150 not too long ago. So we're still using up faster than we're making them. Got to get this guy functioning. Deeper small quarry. Okay, that is stone. We're waiting on 4 more oil. That's it. Just 4 more. Inn and garden. I think we're just going to turn him off and leave him for a while. And when we start producing more luxury type foods over in our city area, which is where we're going to produce all of those, then we'll have a reason for them. So we're just going to let that sit. It's just a space holder for now. So this one's important. Large smithy is important. These guys are going to pop here real soon. Just ticked off another one there. The foundry is going in, and that's part of our tin scenario. Another merchant came in to getting more tin faster to handle 8 workers right here, which are just sucking it all up. What do we actually have? We had 9 last time. We have 6 now, so we're still making it, but not as fast as we're using it. Okay, foundry just went in. So with the foundry in, I want to set these guys to tin ore. I want the foundry to make tin. There we go. So we're making the tin over here, which means these guys can spend all of their effort making ore. So I think between this, we're going to increase our output. We'll have 1 more over here. We can pump this up. I'm thinking 1 of these guys for each 1 of these. So when the 3rd one comes in, we'll throw a 3rd one into here. What do we max out at? 4. Yeah, maybe we'll go to 4 when this one comes in. But I don't think I want to do it just yet. We don't actually have any tin ore stored yet. Actually, we don't. Alright, do that. Because it's going to take these guys a while to shift over from making tin to just making tin ore and dumping it over here. Okay. But we'll keep him active where we can take a look at it. Large smithy just popped over there. We want him making steel tools, and we want as many people as he will take. Alright, so we have 10 blacksmiths working throughout Ramblington now. Everything here is good. Dry limit of 50,000. We're at 21,000, so we're fine there. Good. Waiting on still the 4 more. So, unless we find them in the trader, which is probably sitting here honking at me, saying, I got your lamp oil. Let's go over here. He does not. Well, he might. He's a bakery supplier. Okay. Let's look at this. Bakery supplier supplying corn. that suggests to me that corn does grind up in this game, just like wheat and barley and oats. So cornmeal is going to be a thing, or corn flour. Hardtack can be made, sugar cookies can be made. Sugar cookies are good when you have hemp farms. Yeah. You'll get it. Wheat, rye, sorghum, nut bread. Now we don't really need any of these. Food is still really good. 55,000. So we'll dismiss him. And we're done with that. Game back on. And that wasn't a boy, that's not a WSD either. Okay. Woo! Made me a little dizzy. So that's that over here. Alright, so this is sitting here waiting for seed oil to drop so that we can shift over to vegetable oil. Assuming we have any. I wonder if it's time to go ahead and... Problem is where, though? Get the blubber coming in and get that processed here instead. Seems like we could tin the seal meat, right? Is that what I saw here? Yeah. So the seal meat could be tinned. Huh. That was that food or raw resources? I found that once long ago. Long ago. Wharf and ship. Problem is where? We still haven't really decided what's happening in this bend. Haven't decided if the traders are going to all be located next to each other, like I was thinking Trader Row right through here. I'm thinking key wall through this area might look kind of nice, in which case this might end up it doesn't fit here anyway. It does fit here though, something like that. I think I can key wall under him. In fact, you know what, that is keyed already. Look at that, the stone. Okay. Alright, let's go off on a rabbit trail here. What was that last thing? Tools are low. 99. So, got this up and running just in time. I know what I wanted to do while it was, before it's not accessible anymore, is put another conservatory next to him. Like that, and that's the correct roof. Okay, so he lives there. Great place for one, too. Back wall, not so much. Well, we could. We could take the place of one window right here and make that work. I like that. That looks good. Alright. Anyway, tools are dropping, but we've now got 30% more production that just fired up. So hopefully that is enough to hold us even, if not give us a little bit of a gain. I'm paused. Yeah. I was thinking about this over here. That's why I'm paused. Well, we can let it run on 2-speed. If we put the... their ship and wharf and ship here, I think that would look good, but it's already got the walls, the stone walls built there. So I know that it meshes with the... That's themes, right? I think that's these. Yeah, there we are. So we could take these guys. That is an outer... That's an in... Turn that around. That's an end. Where's our... I gotta learn how to do this. Buildings. Additional decorative pieces. Oh, there's more. Alright, so you are an outside piece. Alright. I think of that as an inside piece. Outside. Because I'm thinking that goes in that corner. But the arrows are aiming into the water. So have I got this backwards? Okay. Give me your thoughts in the comments on how this system works before I commit something that might or might not be deletable, and I'll wait for an episode. I'm thinking I want that orphan ship right here, and I want the key wall dock system at least going from this point around and eventually underneath all of these. I'm thinking this whole area here. Pull out a little. Actually, I was thinking kind of like from like this point here, or even this point on up through here would be that sort of a system, and then our industrial buildings would interact with that. Kind of our industrial wharf zone over here. The ships pull up and do what have you. And I don't know if the traders would look good in here, but I don't know if they would function that good in here. They do need to be close to where things are stored and where things are made. So we could ship all this stuff over a bridge and try to load them, but don't know. But I'm thinking that would look good right there. That the ship sitting right there all the time with all the stone walls, I think would look pretty sharp. So we will keep that one in mind for next time. Working our way through. Foundry doesn't need to be up anymore. Yeah, it does. We're waiting for the last of this guy to go in. Then we'll shift things around there. So the apothecary is still waiting. What I was getting at was the apothecary needs an oil it can depend on, and this guy is going to take up everything. So we'll always be out of oil. So we need to shift him over into something that is separate, and this is the least efficient way to make lamp oil anyway. So we may as well get the blubber coming in. So we'll go one more season to get that satisfied. We done. We're building a quarry. Oh man, we got to house these people now. Okay, so you are... we are out of olives. You can make... I'm just going to shut you down for now. We'll do that. You go there. And you... well, you can stay with olives for now. So you have 2 people making out of olives. Okay. We don't need the other one at this moment. We are done here. And we need to house these guys as well as all of these guys, the 5 more there, as well as the folks from the coal mine that are shooting in all directions. So I'm thinking we need another 8 houses right here and another 4 houses right there. There's 12 houses, even 2 more right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8 or so, maybe even 10 to the river. Now I'll hold off on the river until I know what's going to actually go there. Mine just went in. Which mine are you? No, that is that mine. Okay, so the quarry just went in. What's that going to do to our labor? Alright, let's take you guys down to 12. Let's get some stone coming in, though. So, where are you? You're over here. And I'm going to take you down to 10. We're going to add 10. Right there. That it? Oh, this one. There we go, yeah. Alright, so between 5 here, and 10 there. There's our stone cutters. And what else? I felt like something else moved over here. I guess that was it. Yeah, when this moved, the mine changed its numbers, and so something jumped on both sides of the screen. This one is still building. This one is done. The abbey, we want to see when that comes in. The vegetable tinnery needs to be switched to carrots at the end of this growing season. And transparent cemetery, we want to see what that looks like when it's done. Okay, so that takes care of all that. We'll turn these guys off. There's 2 houses down there. There's going to be a whole bunch of houses over here. So we'll stack all that in this corner. We'll watch them pop so we can check out the ages of what's going on. What do we have in the way of housing needs right now, out of curiosity? Oh, that's right there. Yeah, it is right there. I can't even click down on this one. Overview, 155 houses, 268 families. So well over 100 houses needed. Not that I'm going to build over 100 houses. We know that'll doom Ramlington. Okay, you go there, and you want to sell us 78 tools. Oh, I hate to do it again. Well, it took the choice away from me. I'm not building rough tools. Okay, or buying rough tools. Anything here I do want, though? I don't think I want to buy tin. We're doing fine. That's hiding up over... No tin right there. 13 tin. 28 tin. No tin. So these other guys hoarded all the tin. But sitting over here is some tin ore. You are foundry. Making tin. Alright, this one time we'll go ahead and buy some tin. Just to give us a little boost. Any tin ore? We had a whole bunch of tin ore, now that I think about it. We've been buying tin ore for a long time. We should have gobs of tin ore available. That's right, we should. Tinnery, foundry. All of you guys. There we go. We've got... What do we have? Right there. Tin ore. Almost 2,000. Yeah, we've been collecting that quietly from all of these other merchants. So, I'll buy the tin, and we should not need to buy any more. Tools, it was 70-something, now it's 80-something. I'm pretty sure we're going to see this climb. Just had to get the other one stocked and operating. We'll see. That might be my famous last words. So let's go for 70. How do you easily make 70? You put in 35 mutton cuts is what you do. There we go. Trade and dismiss. So housing. Got to get that going. They are going to start screaming at me. And speaking of screaming at me, our happiness is dropping considerably. And I think it's because we have a lot of people dying and no cemetery for them. So let's make this our next priority. Something like that. Now, housing. What do we want? And is there anything we want to upgrade? Kind of nice to see a tall one kind of poking in here and there. Makes it look a little different. Though I wish I could change the roof colors beyond these two. Let's upgrade him to fancy family of 7 people. I've never had a family of 7 people before. Provides the most warmth and the largest inventory space. Some resources from the existing inventory. Okay, let's do one of those. Yeah, I know, bad time to take housing away, but I want to see what that looks like. So, but again, they do kind of all look the same. Just taller versions of the same thing. These really stand out. They don't really fit in, unfortunately. We'll surround them with trees and things and we'll make it work. Eventually we'll come in and fence around these guys' big yards and put their swimming pools in, and you know, they can be a little better than the rest of them. But until then, let's go in with a stone house over here. Something like that. Let's put in a salt box and just change the color. Yeah, he's trying to be like the other one there. He's trying to keep up with the Joneses. That's as far as his budget would allow. Okay. Country house right behind, and aiming where? Let's throw some roads in. You go through. Eh? What is there? Is there a road in there? Oh no, more dead blocks? We got more dead spaces on our map. Just like down in that plantation area. No, I see. The plantation, or not plantation, I think of a plantation when I see this house. Think of Gone with the Wind when I see that house. Is bigger. Okay. So that road's not going through. So we need a road going through here. This will be our road. So this guy can go through and make contact with that one, which is, let's see, E. Yeah, it can be like that. Okay. So this direction, what are we going to do? Let's get a house behind. We'll do another salt box. Tools is low, 7180. We're not dropping. Oh, we have a... Did I not get rid of him? He's the same one. Dismiss. Sorry about that. You may go home now. And you are coming in. Okay, where was I? Roads. So, no, I was houses. I want to figure out where this next house goes, and we'll road behind him as another block in here. So, house, I wanted a salt box over here. Now, we've got... Is that like blue? Looks like a blue, a white, a red. We'll go with red. And he's going to have this block over here. So we're going to do something more like that. So we're going to put our road here. That goes into there. Goes where this way? Is there a reason to connect all the way in? I think so. It doesn't take that much to tear a road out if we have to. We'll do that. So now we have some basic blocks set up over here. Let's see what that trader's got. Going on a slow enough speed is not going to hurt us too much. Seeds. I always say no, and I always come up with a reason to just grab that one. But I don't see any reason to this time, so we're going to dismiss you. Although barley soup does sound a little better than wheat soup. But that's okay. They won't know the difference. So 4 houses here. Harvest is going in. Nice. Still 15 laborers. If we don't get these houses going in, we're not going to have many more laborers to take their place, because they're all going to be too old to make babies. So let's put in... Let's put in these 4 houses. This takes less thinking. Country... This is considered the large residence. Yeah. So we'll go with the country home. Face the crops there. And I guess we'll do another one right in there. One more right there. And then let's go in with a salt box up here. He's red. That looks fine. Patrick the Fire Bundler fell on his own saw. Alanita has replaced Patrick as a Fire Bundler. Wow. Ouch. That'll make your eyes water. Stone house can go right there. And can go out a little bit so it's not quite a perfect pattern. I prefer that. So this road here, I don't see any reason why we can't connect the dots there. Let's go in. I'm going in with dirt still, but eventually we're going to go back and stone over all this stuff. Just want to get that quarry up and going again and get a big boost before we lay all this stone out on the ground and then try to build buildings with nothing. We were wanting to make a switch over here. We did switch the wheat. These two are going to be wheat. We want to switch out... What was that? Rose the stonecutter was crushed by a rock. Quarry's open again. So one of these needs to become a crop field, just to compare. Got something going on there. So let's do that. Let's kill this one. No, wait a minute. Let's do something else first. So we're bringing in 380, 390 of hemp. Is that consistent here? 350, 380. Okay, let's save this one so we can save the history. So we know that last time it made 390. That's going to pop over here. So this one we want to see if we can make 390 out of a crop field instead. Just curious to see if there is a quantity difference between the two, or is the same code in the background for a crop field sitting right here. It just has a different counter. That's what I want to establish here. So what do I want? I want to do that and field. That's not what I wanted. Wrong clicky. That'd be kind of funny, huh? Tell that to the farmer. This is your plot. There. There. Okay, you are going to be hemp. Right there. Got to get that bakery going soon. Need some snack foods. And turn you down to 1. That's okay. Let's do that and that. That's what we needed. So work. These are all on farmer pickup because it's right here. And they live right here. These two are the new houses down here. 2337 and 2841. No babies are coming out of these houses. That's what I was worried about. So we got to wait for another generation to die off and new kids to take over the houses. Okay. So we've done that. We want to remember to go back and look at that. So let's do that. So over here we got a new tin mine shaft. So 5 more are going in there, and this is going to make tin ore. Alright, so that's done. We've got our 4 already working in here. That's done. So this can go away, right? We're seeing it's working now. And there we go. Now we're starting to produce some more serious numbers. Okay, that's good. That can go away. So that's there. Vegetable tinnery switches over to carrots this time, right? What are you? Okay, you're waiting for some... Your silverware is gone if there ever was any, so we'll switch it to pewterware in case we accidentally find some. Otherwise, there's really no other, slashed circles out here. We're doing good. Alright. Carrots. That's not carrots. That's carrots. 3,000. Let's switch over our vegetable tinnery from sugar beets to carrots. And we're good. That one's done. Apothecary down to 5. I think that's good enough. We'll switch you to vegetable oil because you are still making it out of olives, which are being harvested right now and brought in. 2,200. Had a bad year. 27 is more normal for them. So I didn't get to see, but I wonder if we froze early. But that was enough to keep them going. Alrighty, you just suddenly had a problem. You are the apothecary. Okay, that's good. So that's now done. That was a trading post right there. Pewterware. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's see, the fancy homewares that it makes. Do we have those in here yet? We do not. Need to do that. They're worth a lot when you sell them. They are worth fancy homewares. I don't know how many we've got, but I am going to say we could easily put 20 into each one. Bottom. No. Why is that? Why is this grayed out? I'm drawing a blank here. Oh, it's because they don't buy these. They say, I'm not taking your pub meals. I don't trust your... I don't trust the cooking practices in your kitchens. Fancy... Where are you at? Fancy homewares. There's homewares. There was fancy furniture. That's odd. As soon as you... Fancy. homewares. I put 20 there. As soon as you do this, it puts it into here and leaves it at 0, but it should still give us a price. So am I just not seeing it? There's fancy furniture. There you are. 232 each. That's one of the better. I think the only thing better than that is probably like marble statues. So that's really good. So yes, what I'm getting around to trying to say is that we will buy the pewterware for 15 so that we can sell more fancy homewares for 230 something. So we want that. Don't really see anything else that we need. Okay, we'll go with that. So that is 1500. And just wondering how our... Where am I? Don't know how that went. I wonder if I should sell herbs. I'm just kind of thinking about the herb farm there. Let's go down toward the bottom. We have full livery to sell, so we'll do all of that. There we go. There's 1,000 of it. Fancy homewares, they brought over some. Look at that. So let's put in 2 of those and take back 2 of these and put in, let's see, where are my, so 76. What did I do there? Don't know. What brain fart? Wasn't it 50? Didn't that say? Oh, an additional 36. I thought it was 36 over. Okay. So 36. 1 fancy furniture and 1 heating oil. That's what I want to do. So there's pewterware. Trade and dismiss. And let's go back to here and switch you. You are. We did switch you to pewterware. Okay. And you are having trouble finding enough milk. That probably is competition for the dairy. That this is not enough to get past. So let's go back to fish and chips for a little while. I'll do that. You are probably still looking for salt, which you are now making with a vengeance. You got 10 salt miners going on now. Is that enough? There. Okay, all those mysteries are solved. And housing. We're still working on housing. So want to put in another 2 over here. No, another 3, another 4 over here. Let's pack these in a little bit tighter. So let's go in with a town abode this way, and a tiny house, tiny shack next to him that we will upgrade. And then let's put in a regular country house on the corner, and the kind that has... No, these guys don't have any different shapes. Okay, we go with a trading post and a stone cutter crushed by a rock. Stone house, the corner version, right there. And that's going to go like that. And then a country house in between here. I'm on the wrong block. Yes, I am. Okay. That, don't know what's going to happen here. That's right. You're going to go here, and we'll have another one right there. Okay. So that is, let's see what's been popping here. 37 doesn't make babies, I don't think. I think the cutoff is around 30 to 35. I'm trying to think of what's the oldest mom that I've seen in this game. 37. Tell you what, let's just set these up here and see if either of them do. Otherwise, nothing in there? There's one. So town abode, and that transparent cemetery still didn't get built. I know I'm running on slow, but we've been here for quite a long time. That one's going in. In fact, he's darn near done. We'll leave that out there where we can see it. This guy, there, there, crop field down here now. Alright, what have we not? We've got these guys. Do that. 21, that's getting better. Good. Was that Bill and Riley? Wait, what did I see there? Where was that? Where was that? That was a salt box. That was one over here. For some reason, I saw Rill, and my mind said Bill Riley, like Bill O'Reilly. I thought, wait a minute, whoa, back up, what was that? Alright. There. And there. Okay, that's that group. 2 traders. Alright, let's peek over here. Traders can really sidetrack me. Hard to maintain a train of thought when these guys are going off. Yeah, I think I'm going to say no to the seeds. But this guy, what does he have? Tin ore, I don't think there's any reason to do that again. Tools at 63. We still have a tool problem, don't we? Okay. Let's make sure we don't have a supply problem. So, let's take a peek here. Let's start with the basics. Coal is fine. Iron ore and iron. HI. Iron 200, iron ore 2000. So we could be making iron a little bit faster. Is this foundry maxed? No. Let's take him up all the way to 4. And let's get the iron going, kicking out a little bit quicker. Okay. So that solves that one. Oh, takes out our laborers though. Boy, I don't want to take another load of nomads. Each consecutive run of nomads tends to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Maybe maybe that's not true, but it's not. I don't have much faith that we're going to get a nice little load of 25 of them next time. That's what I want. Irons, coal, logs, right there. What else could be needed? Coal, log, iron. Okay, so we've got everything we need to make that work. 26 will make babies. Good. So I think what we need really is just yet another blacksmith. So another blacksmith is after this guy. So if he has tools, I will take them. Steel tools, yes. Homewares, hardwood, coke fuel, stone. Yes. Iron, no. We've just upped our production. We'll be fine. Bronze, glass, coal, tin, or bricks. Okay, we're going to go with that. So 2,400. What's the easiest way to make 2,400? Well, we start by putting fancy homewares in here as well. So fancy, I just saw you. Let's grab 20 of those. And this guy too. Inventory. Fancy homewares, 20. And just to verify that we are doing fine in that, which I think we are. Fancy homewares, no, we're not. Okay. Well, we're not building anything right now that needs it. We know we've got it stored in the traders if we do need it, and we want to start making pewterware soon. So we'll leave it like it is. 20, 20, and 20. Okay. But we won't spend this one. So back to here, we will not use the fancy homewares if it did pop in. Full livery we will spend. I think we're still fine on that. An additional 1,400. Pub meals, let's spend those while we can. Okay, an additional 1,100. Stone statues. We can do that for a while. Yep, that did it. So let's put in, what am I looking for? 70. So what's 15 give us? An additional 100. Okay. How do we make 100? By putting 5 of these in. There we go. So that bought us tools and some stone. Trade and dismiss. So we need to make a blacksmith. Something just popped over here. We do have kids, or at least a kid right here. Okay, so 37... 38 still works. Okay, so maybe we have a cutoff more like 40. Not going to get a large family out of them, but we're going to get a family. Good, good, good. 24, 31. Yep, we're good. Alright, so these guys will all go here. What is with my Abbey? Or my transparent... Yeah, both of them, actually. I want to see these go in. Alright, one more time here. Prioritize. This is probably getting back into the issue of the game not wanting to work on something out on the outskirts of town. I ran into that before. I ran into it in our Springfield Let's Play series, and I've seen it a couple times in here. So I think that's what's going on. They just don't want to go out there and work. And we'd have considerably less labor available. In fact, we might start getting into trouble here now. That's right. Food is at 68. We're doing great on food. So now we're going to get back into the game of pulling back on some of our other industries in order to maintain laborers. At least until the school starts popping out some of these 40 kids here. Hunter... I'm trying to think of what we're making clothes out of right now. We're using leather for cured leather, which is over here, which has plenty of leather, just can't find enough salt. So that leather is being used as cloth and feathers there for the cloth down coats. Here is silk and linen, and we have another clothier. Don't we have 3? There. Where's another roof like that? No? Where do all the tailors work? Alright, tailor. Only 2. Okay. So, how are we doing on wool and leather? Just out of curiosity. We wanted to make buff coats with the cured leather, so let's look at that first. Cured leather, only 400. That'll go really quickly with buff coats. So leather, 3,000, and wool, 3,000. Let's get another of these guys in right here. That is... Let me think about that. There, and right there, tailor. We'll upgrade that as soon as he hits. And we'll turn it that way. Whoa! I've gone way over time. I hate that clock. I really do. I want to sit here and play this for the rest of the night. It's so frustrating having to turn it off. What did I not get to? Couple more houses. Wells. We need wells down in this area, and I think we need some wells up in this area. We're kind of sparse on wells. And I wanted to start stone roading all this stuff in. Did this... We never got to the end of this season. So now we know what to do next episode. In fact, what I think I'll do, since I know what I'm up to right now, I'm going to go ahead and call this episode done. Very long episode. And next time, yeah, I'm going to just continue recording for next time. So we'll get 2 days worth all out of this recording session. So it'll be a couple of episodes before I get to respond to any of the comments of the next 2. So with that, this has been Noble Rambler. I'm going to call this episode done. Hit the like and subscribe if you haven't already. That would make me really happy. And I will talk to you guys, well, for me in a couple of minutes. But for you, tomorrow. Bye-bye.